They got Elijah. Magic Johnson is out there with Malone. And it's English in at the 3, the small forward. And for the East All-Stars, Bird out there with Malone. And it's Michael Jordan. Then there's Dominique Wilkins. And it's Thomas in at the 1 spot. Now here's Johnson. Six on the shot clock.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Dishes to Malone. Thomas with the steal.
That steal was a product of active hands and outstanding defensive awareness there.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, against opposing ball handlers, this guy's a terror. I mean, he's got great discipline, quick hands, and wonderful anticipation. So you've got to be very careful with the ball when you're around him.
There's one other thing about him that I like. It's how easy he makes it look to change his shot in midair, and usually with defenders all around him. Because of that, it's really hard to block one of his shots.
Now here's Malone. Now here's Johnson. Number 12. Here's English. Good D by Thomas.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
West All-Stars shooting their first foul shots of the night here. The first free throw is good. And some changes here for the East. Patrick Ewing's checked in for Malone. Barkley comes in for Larry Bird. And it's Rivers in for Isaiah Thomas. Here are the East All-Stars. And Doris Burke spoke with Mike D'Antoni. Doris?
He has a very specific approach laid out. He told me that they're going to concentrate on working the ball into the paint as much as possible today and taking advantage of what he believes is a significant edge for them on the interior. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Just 2 to shoot. Puts it up. Jordan can't get it to go.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The West All-Stars have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And he makes the first. And Elijah drops them both. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Now Rivers. And here is Jordan. Rivers kicks to Jordan. Jordan off a pick from Ewing. Jordan the pass to Rivers. His 3-pointers off the mark. And stolen by Jordan. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
East All-Stars on defense. Ewing comes to help. The feed to Malone. .152 left in the first. Johnson with it. Picked up by Rivers. Here's English. Gets the 14-footer to fall. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter of the game. Johnson against Rivers. Barkley. He passes to Ewing. Now the dish to Rivers. Pass to Jordan. Got a piece of it. Out to Barkley. 4 on the shot clock. Rivers passes to Barkley. 3-pointer. And that one's good. Barkley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Well, they've really kind of struggled offensively here. So I think this timeout is for him to really draw something up, maybe get an easy 2 and get their confidence back.
You know, sometimes an easy basket out of a break is just what you need to get things back on track. And coaches always have plays specifically for that situation, coming out of timeouts for an opportunity to get a bucket.
Abdul-Jabbar is checked in for the West. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Drexler drives in. Drexler drawing the double team. Worthy dishes to Robertson. Back to Worthy. Clock at 6. From 8. The shot will not go. Great D that time from Jordan. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. .41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Good.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Robertson is double. Here's McDaniel. It's hauled in by Ewing.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
Thomas with the ball, and Drexler picking him up. Ewing kicks to Jordan. Passes to Thomas. 6 to shoot. Jordan dishes to Ewing. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Drexler against Thomas. Now Drexler. They need this. Oh, he put it down!
It'll count.
What a shot!
I think that one was
at
good.
the buzzer!
Oh, a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How did he get that to go down?
A nice release and some good concentration as well, but the biggest thing about that, a whole lot of luck.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on what the East All-Stars are doing?
And the defense has been key in building this lead. They've really clamped down hard.
They've done a nice job, Steve. I think challenging every shot, a hand up on every shot.
On the court right now as the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. We've got Worthy. Drexler out there with Robertson. Then there's Aguirre. And so here are the West All-Stars. Trailing by 2. Robertson passes to Drexler. That's good. Drexler's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the West All-Stars. Thomas kicks to Barkley. He dishes it to Ewing. Back to Barkley. Ewing, a screen on Worthy. Barkley the pass to Thomas. He feeds it to Jordan. Tipped away. Fast break. Here we go. A finish. And finished off by Drexler.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Now, here's Thomas. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Well, no defense. He didn't really need to do the double pump.
And it's the West All-Stars ball. Here is Aguirre. Barkley over to help. A three from Drexler. They get it again. Number 40.
Boy, I tell you, that's outstanding determination to track that rebound down and fight his way to the bucket for the throwdown.
Clark, that is the effort they're going to need for the rest of this game.
And not just on the offensive glass, Kevin, but all over the floor.
Thomas kicks to Jordan. Outside Wilkins. Outside Thomas. Pass to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Thomas. Barkley left side. Puts one up from 19. And that one hits back iron. And the West All-Stars have possession. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Offensive rebound. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
So the West ends up going with the new group. And so he hits both. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Rivers dishes to Doherty. Kicks to Ainge. From downtown. No good. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Here is Aguirre. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Drexler gets the bucket.
So it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Rivers passes to Doherty. He kicks it to Rivers. Bird feeds to Ainge. Malone a screen on Aguirre. Back to Bird. Lets it go with the three. Malone dishes to Doherty. Bird kicks to Ainge. And the pass to Doherty. Out to Bird. Releases from the wing and drills it.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Olajuwon's checked in. They double him with Rivers. And English kicks to Olajuwon. Dishes it to English. 6 to shoot. Number 12. He's guarded by Rivers. And that's collected by Bird. Pushing it up. And there's the feed to Rivers. Here's English. That's good. English has got 6.
And their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second quarter.
Well, the lead being maintained will not be a problem if they keep shooting the way they have so far.
The shot by Ainge, no good. And it's the West All-Stars ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Johnson's shot is off.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Ainge, the pass to Bird. The dish now to McHale. Back to Bird. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
Thomas dishes to Jordan. Back to Thomas. Pass to Jordan. With 1 on the clock. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And so Jordan nails both of them.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
And the first half ends in a close one. West All-Stars out in front. They lead by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
From the 2K Sports Studios on a beautiful Sunday night, it's time for the halftime report. The West All-Stars have the lead against the East All-Stars. Their second unit giving them instant offense. They've gone to their bench for scoring, and they've answered the call. Clyde Drexler is their leading scorer. They may not have expected a first half like that, but I promise you the coach is drawing up plays for them in the locker room right now. And for the East All-Stars, they've really been battling. Their great passing has been fun to watch, keeping the ball moving and picking apart that D. The game's top scorer, Michael Jordan. No secret he can carry the team with his offense. That's it for me here in the studio. Time to send you back out to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the start of the third quarter.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Jordan with a good game. He's got 10 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. You know, they don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the East All-Stars, Ewing is out there with Kevin McHale. Then there's Thomas, and it's Michael Jordan, and it's Bird in at the small forward. And the West All-Stars have possession. After Kevin McHale's score,
I thought he'd make that one. I mean, that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
here's Ewing, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
The East All-Stars have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. Number 12, he's guarded by Thomas. Johnson up top. A floater, that's good. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, both teams playing well. Neither club able to pull away.
Now here's Bird. Thomas kicks to Jordan. Back to Thomas. He passes to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Thomas up top. Top of the key jumper, no good. And so here are the West All-Stars. They lead by 1. Pulls up on the wing. Offensive rebound. Here's Malone. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
And Malone, no good on that one. Ewing with it. 5 points in the game. Jordan, the pass to Thomas. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Thomas got his first points of the night.
Well, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Back to Johnson. Excellent D from Thomas. Right side, Thomas. Back to Jordan. Deflected. And stolen by Malone. Johnson kicks to Malone. Cannot hit. Bird with some nice D. And here's the East. .141 left in the third quarter. Back to McHale. Michael Jordan on the wing. Johnson's there. Jordan kicks to Bird. Hits it from three-point range. Bird's got 5 points so far. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, it's been a really good game for sure. I mean, it looks like it's going to stay tight throughout.
Yeah, very competitive action. I agree with you, Clark. I mean, this one could come down to the last few minutes the way it looks. Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
And some changes here for the West All-Stars. 1:27 left in the third quarter of the game. Passes it to English. There's the steal. Wilkins with the ball. Picked up by Malone. Pass to Cheeks. He dishes it to Barkley. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And that one falls for Barkley. The West All-Stars making a switch here. No good on the second free throw. Now, here is Abdul-Jabbar. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
Oh, trying for it. 58 seconds left here in the third quarter. Johnson kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Gets it to go. Abdul-Jabbar's got his first points of the game.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
Wilkins dishes to Ainge. And unable to corral the miss, and it goes on a play. Here's Cheeks. Back to Malone. He feeds it to Ainge. Sinks the three-pointer. Ainge has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
A very good half for them from the field. They've got their shooting percentage up over 50%.
Yeah, they got a great chance to go ahead and close this game out because their offense is really clicking right now.
And then Elijah with the dunk.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
James Worthy's checked in for the West. Robertson comes in for Magic Johnson. Danny Ainge on the wing. The pass to Cheeks. Right side Wilkins. Pass to Cheeks. Here's Barkley. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. East All-Stars lead by 1. And we'll be back right after this. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
Guys, how about all the second chance points they've been able to convert throughout this game?
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
On the floor for the West All-Stars, McGuire is out there with Worthy. And there's Malone. Then there's Robertson. And it's Drexler in at the 2. And stolen by Jordan. All alone.
Man, that was a real hard it up.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
Drexler, that's good. And Robertson with the assist.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Thomas gets the bucket.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
I agree, Clark. They need stops, and they can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high percentage looks.
Here's Robertson. Isaiah Thomas picking up that last basket and stolen by Jordan. Outside Thomas. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
So an almost entirely new group now for the West. And he makes the first but misses the second. And here's the West with the ball. 6-point game. Number 12, guarded by Jordan. Coupled by Doherty. And English kicks to Johnson. Clock at 6. Elijah on the pass to Johnson. And the West All-Stars have possession. Malone finds himself wide open and drills it. Here's Jordan, kicks it to Ewing. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. Barkley, he's checked in for Brad Doherty. Game moves along, 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. They double him with Jordan. Here's English, guarded by Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Here's English. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
The defenders have to be aware. They cannot allow him that position before he catches the ball.
You're exactly right, Steve. That is his domain.
Ewing kicks to Wilkins. Jordan is guarded by Johnson. Jordan dishes to Ewing. Takes the 13-footer and misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Malone. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer than what it is now, guys.
Here's Jordan. Johnson with the block. They get it back. Wilkins passes to Barkley. Jordan kicks to Ewing. Out to Barkley. Expanding his range. The rebound by Malone. And here is Johnson. Here's English. Money!
And that is the shot of the game.
Well, he's got the guts and courage to take it and the skill to make it.
This is a huge possession.
You've got to execute under pressure. We're going to see what they're made of.
Back to Barkley. He kicks it to Ewing. Poked away! And will go the other way. Clay's making a switch. Bird's checked in. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. seconds left in the fourth quarter. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Larry Bird. Olajuwon drawn the double team. Number 12. He's guarded by Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Barkley. Outside Jordan. Back to Thomas. Bird outside. To win the game. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after... Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. And here are the East All-Stars now, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court for the West All-Stars, they've got Magic Johnson. Malone is out there with Olajuwon. And it's English in at the 3.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. He gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Feeds it to Johnson. Dishes to English. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within 2 here.
They'd have loved to cut it to 1 there, but they're still in decent shape if they can get a stop.
The feed now to Jordan. Jordan off a pick from McHale. And Bird, here we go. Thomas gets to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
And those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one.
Free throw good, Jordan.
Great and one play right there. Tacks another point onto the lead. And I'll tell you what, guys, he's really showing us a killer instinct.
Number 12. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, Steve and Kevin, you guys got to love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty, bro.
Yeah, sure is. And when all 5 guys are threats to score, that makes it so tough on the defense. Because now you can't account for everybody when the ball's moving so quickly.
Here's English, guarded by Jordan. Number 12. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And that shot sucked the life out of the whole building.
Well, that was a big one, Clark. You can hear it.
Yeah, that was a gut punch right there. These fans, oh, man, they're struggling.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bird kicks to Thomas. The dish to McHale. Back to Thomas. Double team on Thomas. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. Here's Ewing, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Just about 2 minutes in now to this overtime period. What a game. Thomas goes in. It falls.
An example right there, guys, of how even as their lead grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through.
So the East All-Stars win it. Clark, what a game.
Yeah, they kept their cool, stayed with the game plan, and that's why they came out on top.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Brick, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Michael Jordan.